Welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Africa must end raw materials export, goods importation, President Tinubu says. Senate passes bill for Southwest Development Commission. Federal government proposes 30% TETfund allocation for student loan. Representatives disclose plan to hold security summit. Federal government proposes NIN tax for foreigners. Engineer Kawu refutes allegations of political involvement. Reaffirms commitment to civil service neutrality. Makinde unveils Oyo Agenda 2040. Sunjinagode merits than Amanangeri's title in all ramifications, Emir of Ilorin says. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has said extracting raw materials in Africa without processing locally is keeping the continent poor and underdeveloped. He warned against the dire consequences of Africa's long-standing profile as a supplier of raw minerals to countries of other continents, saying that position had added to the continent's misery. Tinubu made this observation while delivering his keynote address during the African Mineral Strategy Group meeting on the sidelines of the ongoing 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, United States. Represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Tinubu urged for an urgent need for the continent to break free from this dependency. The Senate on Thursday passed for third reading a bill which seeks to establish the Southwest Development Commission. The passage of the bill by the Right Chamber followed its consideration of a report on the bill by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Special Duties, Senator Kaka Shehu Lawan. Kaka, in his presentation, said the intent and purposes of the bill are geared towards the socio-economic development of the Southwest region. The Federal Executive Council is proposing a bill that will see 30% of allocations received by the Tertiary Education Trust Fund go to student loan scheme. The Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, reviewed this while briefing the State House correspondent at the Asurok Villa in Abuja. Onanuga said if approved by the National Assembly, TETfund will set aside 30% of its initial allocation from the Federation account to support the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. The House of Representatives has disclosed its plan to convene a security summit in the last quarter of the year as part of measures to address the raging insecurity in the country. The Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, during Wednesday plenary, also promised the commitment of the lawmakers to wide-ranging reforms across the economic, education, and other sectors. Abbas, who tasked lawmakers to redouble their efforts in the task of delivering democracy, dividends to Nigerians, commended security agents for the recent successes recorded against terrorists hunting citizens. The Federal Executive Council is proposing an amendment to the National Identity Management Commission Act No. 23 of 2007 to allow foreigners living in the country be issued the national identification number. It also proposed the Economic Stabilization Bill to pave way for the taxing of foreigners living and working in Nigeria. The two proposed legislation are aimed to expand the scope of registrable persons to include foreign individuals with taxable presence or taxable source of income in Nigeria. Engineer Kawu has denied allegations of supporting candidates of a party during the recent local government elections in Kwara State. As a dedicated civil servant with a long-standing career in public service, Engineer Kawu has always adhered to the principles that prohibit involvement in partisan politics. According to a statement made available to Justeventonline TV, he, however, urged the general public to disregard these false claims and avoid being misled by misinformation. He equally restated his commitment to serve diligently, upholding the values of transparency, professionalism, and development of Nigeria. Oyo State Governor Makinde has said his government had taken several actions to lessen the burden of the resident amid economic challenges facing the people. He said through these actions and his engagement with residents, which enabled them to have input in the state's budget, the economic landscape had changed drastically over the last 5 years. The Emir of Ilorin and chairman of the Kwara State Council of Obas and Emirs, Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Zulu Gambari, has called on Dr. Tunji Abdulkadir Nagode, that newly conferred with the title of Dan Amanangeri, to remain steadfast in his service to humanity. The Emir made this remark during a special Thanksgiving ceremony held in honor of Dr. Nagode's new title at Emir's Palace, Ilorin, on Wednesday. Alhaji Ibrahim Zulu Gambari expressed his admiration for his contributions to the development of Ilorin Emirate, emphasizing that the conferment of Dan Amanangeri reflects the recognition of his dedication to the community. The Emir prayed for Dr. Nagode's long life and success in continuing his humanitarian efforts, affirming that the title was well deserved in all aspects. In his response, Tunji Nagode expressed profound gratitude to the Emir for the honor bestowed upon him, while acknowledging the support of his family, friends, and well-wishers. He also assured that Begore and Nagode families will remain thankful for the gesture, praying for continued blessings and happiness in their lives. And that will be all on Justeventonline news at 9. Here's a recap of the story. Africa must end raw minerals export, goods importation, Tinubu says. Senate passes bill for Southwest Development Commission. Federal government proposes 30% TETfund allocation for student loan. Representatives disclose plan to hold security summit. Federal government proposes NIN tax for foreigners. Engineer Kale refutes allegations of political involvement. Reaffirms commitment to civil service neutrality. Makinde unveils Oyo Agenda 2040. Tunji Nagode merits than Amanangeri's title in all ramifications, Emir of Ilorin says. Thank you for watching Justeventonline news. Remember, what is worth doing is worth doing well. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Anifat Ismail. Good night.